On the edge of a city painted in deep blue and gentle hush, Ellen lived tucked away in a tiny apartment above a rain-washed street. Her window cracked open, let in a silver ribbon of moonlight and the low murmur of distant tires. Wrapped in her favorite woolen cardigan, Ellen would often listen to the symphony of midnight, the tap of rain on glass, the distant clatter of later night footsteps, the tender hum of neon signs outside. Tonight, the city was quieter than usual, as if holding its breath. Then, as the old clock on her wall struck midnight, a soft, unusual sound floated up from below. A faint, sorrowful melody, half music, half whisper, curling through the misty night. Ellen leaned closer to the window. The city, for all its secrets, had always felt safe. But now, the melody called to her in a language of longing and wonder. It asked, ever so gently, if she would come find its source. Heart fluttering, more curious than afraid, Ellen slipped on her rain boots and took up her trusty flashlight, a companion she called Luna, for the gentle warmth of its beam. Out on the street, Ellen was wrapped in her cardigan and in the city's sleepy embrace. The air was velvet cool, rich with the scent of wet pavement and lilac from a nearby garden. The street lamps painted golden pools amid the blue gloom, their light pooling in puddles. Somewhere nearby, a jazz melody drifted from an open window, every note floating, never quite landing, like memories half remembered. Ellen's journey began at the corner newsstand, a tiny shelter of light and paper amidst the gloom. Mr. Bram, the night vendor, tipped his hat and offered her a gentle smile. He would heard the melancholy music too, though he swore it seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere. Ellen listened, and the melody seemed to beckon, tugging her gently further. Further down the winding alley, Ellen followed the melody's gentle trail. Shadows leaned long and strange against brick walls. Somewhere ahead, a puddle shimmered, reflecting neon, bright blues, a hint of warm gold. As she stepped closer, a black cat appeared atop a fence, its eyes twin lanterns in the night. The cat blinked hello and hopped down, keeping a few quiet paces ahead, as if inviting her to follow. The melody grew stronger near the old record store, a beloved but forgotten place, its windows dusted with mist. The neon sign flickered softly. Ellen pressed her face to the glass and saw rows of vinyl and colourful posters, each one swirling gently in a breeze she could not feel. Inside, the music from a long-lost saxophone seemed to swirl, and a sense of gentle nostalgia wrapped around Ellen's heart. Inside the record store, the quiet was comforting, a cocoon away from the city's chill. Here, Ellen met Miss Ada, the kindly owner, who was gently dusting shelves. Miss Ada gave Ellen a wink, and, as if she would have been expecting a midnight visitor, handed her a small note. To find what is lost, follow the music to the place where the city breathes. As the city clock chimed, the black cat led Ellen to the sleepy city park. Here, dew clung to benches and lilacs, and willow leaves trailed just above the glistening ground. The music grew louder now, gentle, full of longing and moonlight. There, beneath the oldest willow, Ellen found an old man tapping his cane to the rhythm, the melody flowing from a music box nestled by his side. With a warm welcome and a twinkle in his eye, the old man explained that every night he played his music box for the city, not to chase away loneliness, but to keep the city's dreams harmonious and bright. Yet this night, a single silver key had been lost, leaving one note of the melody incomplete. Ellen knelt beside him, heart aglow with purpose. She promised to help find the missing key. Examining the ground by the roots, Ellen noticed a delicate trail, tiny silver sparkles leading away beneath the swaying branches. The cat, quick as a whisper, padded after them, and Ellen followed, her flashlight, Luna lending a warm circle of glow to guide them. They passed shadowy shapes of playground swings, empty and still, and crossed a carpet of moss that glimmered under the moon's pale gaze. The trail led them to a tiny bridge arching over a dark, slow-moving stream. The cat leapt lightly atop the railing, tail flicking. As Ellen peered into the water, she saw something shimmer at the base of the bridge, a small silver key nestled among pebbles, catching the moon's light in perfect silence. Gently, Ellen knelt, reached down, and plucked the silver key from its watery hiding place. She stood for a moment on the bridge, feeling the city's silence press close, mysterious, yet deeply safe. The cat purred, curling around her ankles in approval. Returning to the old willow, Ellen shared the rediscovered key. The old man's face lit up with grateful joy. Carefully, he turned it in the music box, and out spilled the full, complete melody, a tune so delicate it felt like a blanket for the soul. Lilac petals drifted on the breeze, and even the city's distant lights seemed to sway in quiet appreciation. The night itself seemed to exhale in relief, soothed by the music. Ellen and her new friends, Miss Ada, the cat, and the old man, listened as the tune filled the park. In that moment, Ellen felt a sense of connection she could not explain, a gentle belonging in the city's sleeping heart. The black cat curled quietly into her lap, purring in the hush. As moonlight waned and dawn's first blush crept over distant rooftops, Ellen bid farewell to her friends. She strolled home through quiet streets, still shimmering from the music, a hush that would linger even as the world awoke anew. Back in her cozy apartment, Ellen tucked herself into bed, the notes of the midnight music still playing somewhere deep inside her. Her window glowed softly with the first rays of the sun. Her city, still full of secrets, now seemed a safer, friendlier place. Outside, the last drops of rain glittered, and inside, Ellen drifted into a peaceful sleep, dreaming not of mysteries and shadows, but of music, moonlight, and quiet adventures to come.